So guys, we'll be looking at our EURJPY and AUDJPY, which is our AUDJPY for the day. I want you to also note that this will be a quick analysis. So subscribe, like, share if you find this video interesting or helpful. Now let's see our EURJPY and AUDJPY. Notice something. This is 7th of September. We are still in the London section, by the way. So now this is actually our EURJPY. We start from our weekly time frame, by the way. You can see this huge. This was our IC, right? Our price came to this IC and it dropped. So I mean, if you have to zoom it out, you would see that our AUDJPY were actually uptrend move on our weekly time frame. There was an impulse move was made there. We had a correction here. Another impulse move was made there. Then we saw a drop. So this was our previous higher highs. Now on our weekly time frame, we are seeing a rally movement upward, right, on our EURJPY. So we are expecting our EURJPY to break above our previous higher highs. This mark here we are seeing is our previous higher highs. So this our EURJPY on the weekly time frame standpoint, we are expecting to break above it. But one thing is that before we actually break above it, we have to get to the previous higher high. We have to clock the previous higher highs before we break above it. So it is exactly what we want to aim for today daily time frame. So to actually go to hit that, we will go down to our daily time frame. So we just talked about our price to hit our previous, this is our previous highs, and we are aiming to actually hit it on our weekly time frame, right? So now see it on this daily time frame. As we would want to take the trade, there was an impulse move was made here. We had a correction here. We had another impulse move. A correction was made here, and another impulse move here. And notice something, all the price are above our 10 period moving average, which means we are to go long. Secondly, we are aiming for this our ICM, this ICM, which was a previous higher highs on weekly time frame. So we are aiming for it to actually hit it at least a highs of 144.300. Let's say 144.300. So we are expecting our EURJPY to actually get to that level there. So we want to see that rally movement upward. Then we very much likely see a pullback and a breakout will occur. Now see it's the reason why we are having this huge movements on our EURJPY is that our JPY index is actually bearish. Now see it's JPY index full trend, we are actually bearish. Now we are actually ranging within this area. We see this our price come to this our support, it bounces up, it's come to the support, it's come to the support level, it bounces up. You can see it was actually ranging here. This was one resistance and support area. Those who were following me should understand. Now we've actually have a breakout of this our support. So once we have a breakout, sooner or later we would have a pullback to test this our breakout level. So once we have continued to see a drop on our JPY index, then our EURJPY will also continue to push up. So once we actually get to this level, we're very much likely to see a drop. So once we have this drop on our euro to our JPY, then this JPY index should actually give us that bullish move as a confirmation that we are actually trading in the right direction. After that, we may continue a bearish move on our JPY index. So once we continue the bearish move on JPY index, then our EURJPY can continue to go bullish. So daily time frame too, we are aiming to go bullish. Weekly time frame, we aim to go bullish. Now see it on our 4-hour time frame. So if to actually enter this trade, we would look at it from our 4-hour time frame. We all can see this movement, impulse move upward correction and impulse move correction. This is actually an uptrend move. So an indication if you were to enter this trade, you actually go long, by the way. So actually trade this long on our EURJPY. So possibly you can actually wait for a pullback. This is an impulse movement. Maybe if you wait for a pullback that can occur on our 4-hour time frame to take out this here, then we can actually now enter. We can now actually buy our EURJPY. So EURJPY weekly time frame says we should go long. Daily time frame says we should go long. Even our 4-hour time frame, we have to confirm it, says we should go long. So EURJPY go long. And let's see 1-hour time frame says, I think it's also the same, by the way. So 1 hour time frame is still actually long, by the way. So we should be, and this is actually a good amount of impulse movements upward. We should see a correction on our 1 hour time frame, then a long will continue to go. So 1 hour time frame is also long. Same thing with our AUDJPY. We all can see this is actually an impulse movement on our AUDJPY. We've actually been going bullish, right, on our on the weekly time frame standpoint. Now this AUDJPY will actually kind of be ranging within this area here. Once price comes to this level, which is our resistance, it tends to drop to this level, which is our support level. So we've actually been ranging. So now our price has broken above it. So which means is we are now bullish. So AUDJPY go bullish on it. We will still see a rally movement since our price has broken our resistance level, which is going up, and our JPY index has broken our support level, which is going down. Then we should sooner or later, not long, we'll see a correction to test this our support level it broke out from. Once it price test this our support level, then our AUDJPY will actually come to test our resistance level. So by the way, our JPY index is still bearish. We are having a drop on our JPY index. Then our AUDJPY should actually to continue to go bullish. One, secondly, is that a price is above our 10 period moving average. So we should also go bullish on it also. Now let's see it on our daily time frame. On this daily time frame, we all can see this rally movement upward. See, I think a movement was made here, a correction, another huge movement. So very soon we all see this price. We've actually opened bullish by the way. We've gone about 96 pips, and we still have more pips to go on our AUDJPY. So still go long on this AUDJPY. So after we actually go long for some times, probably tomorrow we might be getting a correction on our AUDJPY. But for today, which is 7th of August and September, still go long on this AUDJPY, by the way. So we are still to go long, and 4 hour time frame to actually enter this trade. 4 hour time frame we use to enter this trade is also on a bullish move. Let's take it from here. This is actually a rally movement upward. So a movement here, a correction, another movement, a correction was made. We've had another movement again upward. So 4 hour time frame says we are still bullish. So continue to go bullish. So if you want to jump on this trade, probably when we have a little bit of a pullback, then we can actually go long. But AUDJPY too, we have to still go long. So basically our EURJPY says long, AUDJPY says long for the day.